What's up, y'all? Hey.
What's up? Peace and love, everybody. Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Sister to Sister Connection Talk Show. I am Leticia Campbell. I got my girl on the side here, Miss Twonta Davis Jones. My bad. We both host this show together every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then after the show, we do something called the Afterglow, where we hang out with you guys on Zoom. You guys are all welcome to come. Don't need to have your camera on. Don't need to have you don't even need to be all dressed up. We just like to chat with you guys and hang out with you guys after the show. Yes. So, oh my God, I'm like so excited about tonight's conversation. And those of you who are watching, I hope you guys are as well. We're going to definitely be getting a lot of audience participation. Okay, for you guys tonight, because all of us need to talk about this topic. So without further ado, Twonta, if you could let everybody know what we're chatting about today.
Yes, we're going to be talking about giving ourselves permission. Yes, giving ourselves permission. And here's the reason why I decided to bring this topic forward is because, we have conditioned ourselves to not talk or not live because of or due to our circumstances or issues that has been putting us in a position where we don't have the freedom to really speak out or to really showcase our worth, all those things. And now that we're in a new year, I think it's so important to remind ourselves that, ladies, you do have that permission. And here's the thing, you always had the permission. But again, as I said, due to the issues and the problems that we've been facing for the past couple of years or longer, it has positioned us to, have us to start believing that we're not powerful enough, or what we have is not enough um, to really change the dynamics of whatever that you're going through at this time, right? So yeah, we are going to just get down to the nitty gritty, and this is a active participation where you ladies that are coming on live will get the opportunity to you know um, share for you. Well, what are the things that you felt like you didn't have permission to do, or you didn't have the permission to say? You know what I mean? Because we as women, we're powerhouses. We're very, very strong women. We're resilient women, and we have a whole lot to give forward, to give to people. And some people are very intimidated by our power, but it's unfortunate that we as women, we don't recognize our own power. Hey, LaShawn, we don't recognize our own power. We get intimidated by our own power because we get afraid. We like, oh God, I don't even know how I could do this. I don't know how I can handle it. I don't know how to get this thing, how to get this thing structured, how to get it going or whatever. And we pretty much just shut ourselves up. We shut ourselves up. We sit in the back corner, that kind of thing, because we just don't know how to utilize our power. Our mind is powerful, ladies. If we are in a situation, we come up with something real quick to get ourselves out of that bind, or when it comes to our family or our children, as a mom, as a parent, we become very innovative real quick. When we're financially deprived, we come up thinking of some type of unique way to stretch that dollar, or to stretch that food, or to whatever it is, right? And that's power right there. That's powerful. And we got to start taking ownership of this, this intuition that God has gifted us with. All women have this intuition that we do not need to be intimidated from at all, right? So Leticia, she's I think she's still trying to change her device, so she had to switch phones or whatever. But we're going to get started on the first take. Give yourself permission. I want you ladies to give yourself permission to breathe. Why don't we all do this? Everybody take a deep breath in. Exhale slow. Do that one more time, y'all. Take another deep breath in. Exhale slow. Ooh, do you know when you exhale, you are just releasing all of the negative toxins that was in your body, in your mind? Do you realize when you exhale, you are just, giving your body a chance to heal itself? When you are exhaling, you are just getting rid of all of the noises, all of the negative conversations, whatever is going on in your environment or have been going on in your environment. You are exhaling it all out of your system so you can breathe. You can be able to have some clarity. When you start breathing like that, when you take these deep breaths, you are actually cleansing out your soul. You're cleansing out your spirit. You're cleansing out your mind. All of that. This is so vital, ladies, for us to have a clear conscience, to have a clear spirit, right? So you won't be so overwhelmed about the dynamics of what's going on in your life. Give yourself permission to breathe. Give yourself permission to exhale. Give yourself permission to to talk. Give yourself permission to talk. When was the last time you really expressed yourself? When was the last time you really just counseled you? When was the last time you really motivated you? When was the last time you really listened to your heart? Give yourself permission to breathe, to inhale, because when you take a deep breath in, you know that you are just starting to remove, you starting to just breathe in some freshness. You breathing in newness of life. You breathing in some new ideas. You're breathing in peace. You're bringing in joy. You breathing in whatever you got to breathe in, right? To so you can, you can exhale out all of the negative garbage that you have been absorbing and keeping in your heart and in your mind for such a long time. This is a new season. This is a new year. And this is a new day for you ladies to start giving yourself permission to breathe, to talk, to scream, to make sounds. Give yourself permission to make some sounds, whatever you need to do, right? And not continue to get caught up in the dynamics of like, well, I'm not worthy to say nothing, or I don't have anything of value to say due to whatever I've been dealing with through the course of my life, whether it's family, whether it's a relationship issue, or whatever you experience. Because I get it, some issues or situations can mute you out. It can mute you to the point where you feel as though your voice doesn't carry. It doesn't have no value, doesn't have no power, doesn't have no strength. And like we're sponges. We take it all in, but we don't know how to exit all out. So when you give yourself permission to breathe, it's like an exercise. Breathing exercises are good. You know,
Hmm.
think, Leticia.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, great. I have my little headset on because the kids are just screaming and yelling in the background. Also,
That's fine.
I truly apologize, guys. I had to switch devices. My laptop was acting up. You know, especially for those of you who struggle with being extremely anxious. Like, how many of you wake up in the morning and you're like me and you're just like, you're ready to just get stuff started and you
Yeah.
wake up feeling like you're already behind. And when I feel that way, I do say, Letitia, just breathe, just
Yeah.
relax, okay? Um, and don't feel bad, guys, about when there's moments in your life where you're feeling overwhelmed. Hey, Paula, where if there's moments in your life when you're feeling overwhelmed, and I feel like sometimes it's when I'm feeling overwhelmed, yes, it's frustrating, but it's sort of like I congratulate myself that I'm at least doing something, right? And I also want to talk to those of you who feel super anxious, where you really know you haven't been doing anything. Really, you haven't been doing anything with your life. You haven't been doing anything with your business, or just having a productive days period. You know, try not to get all crazy anxious. Breathe, like what we're telling you tonight and move forward,
Yeah.
right? Move
Yeah.
forward.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you, and write this in the chat, typing me in the chat right now. How many of you already, what, today's the 11th of January? You already you already thought about from the 1st to the 11th all the things that you didn't get done last year. Type in
Mm-hmm.
me if that's you. Type in
Mm-hmm.
me if that's you, if you're like regretting the fact that you haven't reached your goal last year. You're looking at all the mistakes you've made. You're telling yourself that you're uncertain about whether or not you're going to dominate this quarter. You're allowing all these outside things that's happening in your family, things that's happening in your life, things that's happening at work, things that's happening with the children to, thank you, Paula, to keep you in that funk.
Yeah.
And it's allowing you to not move. My biggest advice for you, well, one of my biggest advice for you, and Twanta and I are both in unison on this, is girl, breathe. Just
Mm-hmm. Just breathe, girl.
breathe.
Just breathe.
You know, thinking what you focus on will grow. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like this is going to help somebody. What you pay attention to, you're
Yeah.
going to draw more attention to.
Right.
So if you're focusing on worrying, if you're focusing on what didn't work, what's not going to work, what you feel, then that's going to grow. But when you focus on positivity, when you motivate yourself, when you encourage yourself, when every single day you are only tolerating greatness from yourself
Mm-hmm.
and you're allowing yourself to breathe and learn from your mistakes, you're going to start seeing things open up every single day. But most
Right.
people every single minute, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
sure. And ladies, and like Leticia had mentioned just a few minutes ago about how we get anxious. We have those panic attacks, because we have conditioned ourselves or positioned ourselves to say, I can handle this, I can do this, and we pile so much stuff on our plates, because we have been unfortunately been put in a position to handle all the work, to handle all of whatever, taking care of the home, raising the kids, going to work, cooking the dinner, whatever it is, is a pile up, and then you have pretty much got trained to say, well, I'm a one woman show, I can do it all myself, and you don't really get the opportunity to breathe, to inhale, nor exhale for that matter. And that's when a lot of us feel like I just need to breathe. I just need to get out this house for a minute so I could just take a breath, and I know we know people like that, right? We probably were one of those people, and we probably are. But you know what, ladies, you can't bring that into this new year. At some point, you're gonna have to say, you know what? I have to give myself permission to breathe, because if I don't, I will be suffocating myself. And
Mhm.
use to my children. I'm not going to be no use to my colleagues. I'm not going
That's
to be
right.
use to my spouse, or even I'm just
Mhm.
not used to myself. I'm not going to be no good,
Good to
right?
anyone. Right. And realize the pressure that you're putting on yourself. A
Right.
lot of these pressures and negativity and all these things, you're putting it on yourself. And
Absolutely.
you got to stop doing that. If you're on social media and all you're looking at is negativity, that's
Yeah.
pressure that you're putting on yourself.
Right.
You're not allowing yourself to breathe goodness into your day. You're not allowing yourself to breathe goodness into your life. You're surrounding yourself by all these outward negative entities that you're not giving yourself the option to breathe. It's almost like you're suffocating yourself. It's like you wake up and it's like, boom, here's a negative thought that comes to your mind. Boom, somebody calls you and says something stupid that gets you mad. Hey, Movita! Boom, you ask for a sale and somebody say no. So you're compounding all these things on top of each other, and you're not giving yourself an opportunity to breathe and say, okay, let me keep asking the next person, or let me not look at anything negative, or let me hang up the phone or end the conversation when somebody is bringing something that is not feeding your spirit to you. So yeah, you're so right, Tawanda.
Yeah, it's just, we definitely, ladies, we don't realize the value of breathing until it's
Right.
compromised.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
don't
Ooh,
realize the
yes.
value of breathing until it's compromised, meaning that
Mhm.
you probably, are having chest issues, God forbid, or you
Mhm.
you having a panic attack, thinking it is a heart attack or something, until you get to the hospital and they say, no, you just had a panic attack, you just overstressed. You
Amen.
much going on in your life, and you just need to take a break. You need to take a
Mm-hmm.
breather, right? You need to take a breather. And then some of us are in that position, like, but I can't do it. I can't. I have to take care of my kids.
Uh-huh.
I watch my kids. I got to go
Mm-hmm.
to work. I got to take them to the
Mm-hmm.
hospital. Da, 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 da. No, you need
Mm-hmm.
to take a break, girl, because if you don't, you
Mm-hmm.
won't be breathing forever. You know what
Nope.
I'm saying? And
You're absolutely right.
we are just neglecting this powerful thing that we have, which is breathing. And
Mm-hmm.
we are allowing the day the life the issues of life to compromise us
Mm-hmm.
healthy, right?
Right.
We're allowing
Making
it.
excuses all at the same time. Oh, I can't do
Exactly.
this because I got this, and that, and this, and that, and this, and that to do. You
Mhm.
know? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So ladies, let us know, put down in the comments, what has compromised your breathing lately?
Mm-hmm.
What has put you in that position where you felt like you needed to take a break out of something that you like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I need to get out. I just need to take a break. I need to breathe. I need to breathe
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
this is getting too much. Put that in
Right.
the comments for us so we can elaborate a little bit more in that. Okay,
I
because
love
this is
that.
for us to acknowledge certain
Mm-hmm.
areas in our, like, sometimes we don't even realize that there's certain issues that is compromising our breathing. You know
That's
what?
right.
And we're not able to take a minute, like, okay, let me just breathe. Let me just,
Mm-hmm.
like, a woo-saw moment. You know what I'm saying? And we
Mm-hmm.
need to
Mm-hmm.
practice that every day, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's move on to number two. The next thing, ladies, that you definitely need to give yourself permission to do is that you need to give yourself permission to fail. And my girl
That's
Leticia
right.
had a meeting yesterday, and she just put that in my spirit. So I said, I want to add
Yes. Oh, I
yes, yes.
did.
And
I
I'm gonna let
remember. Yes.
that off. So you go ahead and talk
You
about that.
know, that's the biggest way you learn things, especially in this new era that we in. It's like you got to fail forward. You know, you absolutely have to fail forward. And I remember seeing a inspirational piece one time where it says, um, "Give yourself permission to fail." And I was kind of like, "What? Like, why would I
Yeah.
do that?" But you know, through the years, I understood that concept. When I give myself permission to fail, I'm giving myself permission to try new things. I'm giving myself permission to stretch myself. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's
Mm-hmm.
the thing when it comes to people always say, I want to step outside of my comfort zone. But really, what you're asking is asking, saying, listen, I need to stretch myself. I need to reach further. I need to reach higher. I need to reach to my sister friend next to me to help me. I need to reach diagonally, vertically, horizontally. All those things you have to reach out for in order to step outside your comfort zone. You can't ask God or the universe or whatever you believe in that you want to step outside your comfort zone and you ain't stepping. You
Come
sitting.
on, you
You
say.
laying down. Okay. Now I like to take my naps. I take about 60-minute nap and then I'm up and I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But again, it's more of like, hey, you got to give yourself that permission to fail because that's how you're going to learn new things. That's how you're going to be connected with new people. You know,
Yeah.
I could tell you one thing. Last year, I failed at not leveraging my team. I run a very successful online business, and I was doing a lot of things that on my own that I could have handed over to my team. And I had to have that realization that yeah, I failed at opportunities, that big picture opportunities I could have taken advantage of had I said, hey, such and such, take care of this project, or hey, such and such, follow up on this. Instead, it was me doing mostly everything, and that was mostly my fault. So I failed, and I said, you know what? I need to do something differently, right?
Yeah.
I need to really do an overhaul on my systems. I need to make sure that I'm communicating properly with the people who are working with my brand. So for those of you who are just stuck on the fact that I'm not going to hit the go button because I don't want to trip and I
Yeah.
don't want people looking at me and like, ooh, she tripped. Like, how many of you ever done that where you're walking down the street and you trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Mm-hmm.
looking around like, who saw you trip? You know, I have a family member that over 20 years ago, she tripped and fell, and you know, she still was talking about that experience years later. I'm like, girl, you gotta let that
Really?
go. You gotta let that go. I shared it on the show before. It's still
Yeah.
oh girl, you remember back in 2002 when I was walking down and I tripped and then people were laughing at me. And I'm like, girl, you don't think them people who laughed at you didn't trip and fell before? They probably tripped and fell. They're probably having a playback in their mind of how they tripped and fell and tumbled down a flight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's, like you never know. But again, it's like give yourself that permission to be open to failure, right? Because
Yeah.
you're being open up to newness within you. Failing is not a bad thing. Quitting is a bad thing.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because once you quit, that's it. Once you quit,
Mm-hmm.
you're missing out on money. You're missing out on opportunities. You're missing out on connections.
Mm-hmm.
Quitting is like that's a no more. It's like you're putting all your dreams and your aspirations and your goals in the grave,
Right.
right? But when you fail and like the song is, we fall down but we get back up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
While you're getting up, you're learning not how to fall that way again. You're still gonna fall before, but next time may not be on your face. It may
Yeah.
be on your elbow, right? It may be
Mm-hmm.
on your knee, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
I wanna fail forward differently each and every single time, right? It's going to allow you to see the patterns that in the habits that are not working. It's going to allow you to see those things and make changes.
Yeah.
I was telling my clients this last night, and Therese can attest to that because she was on the call. My clients were telling me, well, I don't know if I should launch this or discuss this, and I said, let me tell you something. I let my audience's wallet be the deciding factor for me. So earlier this month, I launched something new, and
Mm-hmm.
I just threw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
within 24 hours somebody purchased it, and then I said, okay, God, that's confirmation for me. Now I got to hit the gas.
Yeah.
But if I had to say, you know what, I'm not going to put the link out there, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm not going to send the email letting my list know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
I would
Mm-hmm.
not have sold out on that opportunity.
Right.
But for most of us, what we do is we do this in reverse. We say,
Mm-hmm.
first let's first get some miracle before we say, okay, let's go. It don't work that way.
Right.
You got to stretch yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then see what comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
guys, give yourself permission to fail. Give yourself permission to not try to be all perfect and proper. Because honestly, I'll be honest with y'all, people don't like that.
Yeah.
If you're trying to paint this perfect picture, it actually pivots people away from you because they're not going to see the vision, right, that you're trying to put out there. Let people see who you are in the stage that you are right now. You
Mm-hmm.
guys can all go way back in my timeline, see where I started to where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's my social proof. I would never take it down. Sometimes people take down their poor videos. Sometimes people take down those lives that they did in their car. I don't do that because that's where I started. I went from doing live streams in my car 24/7 because I was working
Yep.
to now being home live streaming right now with y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But y'all saw the journey. So it's like when you're giving yourself that permission to fail, I don't look at failure as a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Failure
Mm-hmm.
could be that one thing that's going to save your family. Failure could be that one thing that's going to allow you to build that legacy. Okay, so that's my viewpoint on that. Y'all share in the chat. Share some of the things that you felt like you were going to fail at that you're going to start doing and implementing today. Go ahead, Twanta.
Absolutely. You know what, ladies? Just like I said, give yourself permission to fail, but also give yourself permission to, analyze your mistakes. When we say, "Oh, I failed at this," sometimes we don't want to go back at that moment.
Oh
We don't
yeah,
want to get our mistakes. We don't want to rehearse it in our memory. But you know what, ladies? I think it's a valuable lesson to go back on our mistakes, to just see what we did wrong or what we did not pay attention to or whatever it is, so that when it comes to the next test of our life, we won't make the same mistake twice, right? It's okay to admit, yeah, I did fail in this marriage. I did not put forth 150% as I should have. Yeah, I did not do a great job, raising my kids, our favorite one versus the other. Or, yeah, I did not really take the time to really study like I was supposed to. Therefore, I did not complete the program. Admit to yourself why you failed at that thing, and say, you know what, I learned the hard way. I'm learning the hard way, and I'm learning now to not mess my own self up, right? And so, admit that to yourself. Admit, I failed, right? But I'm not a failure because I didn't quit. Okay? I failed, but I'm not a failure because I did not quit, meaning that you're going to keep going. You're going to keep going. Paula says that's good. I'm learning how to self-care and self-love after years of self-sabotage.
That's
Absolutely.
right. You're your first priority. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that, Paula.
And it's so important for us to do that because this is part of self-care. Everything that we're going to be pointing out or talking to you about tonight is part of the self-care, and it's part about loving yourself because you don't want nobody coming in and hurting you that way. You don't want nobody to, play with your emotions, you know what I'm saying, and take advantage of you. You got to learn you got to know what is good for you, what you don't want in your life. Admit to yourself, yeah, I failed because I've been eating way too much carbs, knowing that I need to lose this weight, but I've been doing too much. So yeah, I did not pass the test, or I did not exceed my goals, whatever it is. Okay, fine. Now that you know your mistakes, now you know what you did. And some things are just not mistakes. Some things you just did it outright. Hey, Wakita. Okay. Some things you didn't even make mistakes. You just did outright. Now let's get that straight out because we want to say, yeah, I made the mistake. Okay. Well, you probably already knew beforehand. You just ignored the signs or whatever you want to call it, right? And you still did it anyway, or you still participated anyway, or you still initiated that thing anyway. And as a result, the relationship failed. As a result, you lost your job. As a result, you lost this
Hmm.
promotion or whatever it is, right? So we need to make it plain as to what got you to that point. That's why I say give your permission to fail. Give your permission to analyze, you know, your
Amen.
your mistakes or your faults, because fail also includes faults,
That's right.
right? It includes faults. What do you think?
I love that you mentioned that. It includes you taking a self audit and telling yourself, well, did I really give it my all? Did I really reach out to everybody
Exactly.
on my list? Did I
Right.
really stay consistent on social media? Did
Yeah.
I really stay consistent with delivering my message? Right. And here's the
Right.
thing, y'all. How many rounds is there in the fight? I don't know, but with football, there's 4 quarters or whatever.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
baseball, they have different innings.
Yeah.
Please stop trying something 1 or 2 times and you don't see a result and you say, okay, I'm gonna quit. I'm failing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-uh. You got multiple rounds to see something happen. And I
Right.
think I talked to you about this yesterday, Twonta, is that, what was that? How did I word it? I said, don't try something out for a few days and then it don't work and you say you stop. Anything you do consecutively for over 90 days, you're going to see
Mm-hmm.
some form of result. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you're doing the same thing for 10, 20 years and you see it's not working, that's different. That's the definition of insanity, right? But if
Mm-hmm.
you're like, listen, girl, I did, this is my second day. I'm not seeing nothing. Girl, this is your second day.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I say that to people, they're like, "Oh, girl, yeah, you right. You, yeah, girl, you right. Yeah, I did try it for a week, but really, I only showed up on Monday. Then I popped my head in on Thursday. So you right. It wasn't really a week. It's like, stop. Don't just do something 1 or 2 times. Give it
Mm-hmm.
your all.
Yeah.
Give it your all. My mama used to say, if you get out there and windmill them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, some
Mm-hmm.
of y'all ain't windmilling anything. You got to put some pressure. What was it? What
Right.
Jay Z says, pressure bust pipes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? And my mom used to say, well, pipes bust. You know, that's the. Yeah, I know to that. I'm like, yes, pressure busts pipes. When you put the pressure down, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to be busting some pipes this year. But
Mm-hmm.
some of y'all not putting enough pressure. You're putting light pressure. You're not putting any pressure down. And then you're like, this is not working for me.
Yeah.
You're overthinking it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
Right? You're not allowing yourself to fail and try new things and or fail and go at it again. You
Yeah.
know, not
Yeah.
everything is perfect the first year.
Right.
You
Right.
got to keep going out there, and you got to
Exactly.
allow people. And I know I'm saying this several times. You got to allow people to see your definition of the imperfect you. So you may think like, oh, my teeth is crooked, my hair is not perfectly done. It's maintained, but I don't got, 20-inch weaves and all that stuff. But you gotta allow people to see who you are right now. I do my own hair.
Me
These
too.
braids y'all see?
Me too.
Miss Leticia Campbell did these.
Come on.
Okay, because I'm investing my money in other places that's
Thank
worth it. I'm
you,
not gonna go sit down at no chair and homegirl gonna charge me $300 to do these
girl.
box braids.
We ain't
So I
got
get
that
on here. No, and I got what, 3 daughters? You know how much that is? And you got two. And you're doing, one of you those got some long hair, child. That's her hair. I didn't know that was Stephanie's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair was long.
Yeah, girl.
Right? We do
Mm-hmm.
our own stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This jewelry I'm wearing, $5.
Yeah.
$5.
I made
Okay? She made those.
these.
Okay? The only thing I didn't do is my nails, honey. Because, I had to go to the Ming
I
Wing,
got
like, hey, hook me up. You did yours?
No, I gotta get them done.
I got, but for me though, Twonta, I know it's the same for you. That's me getting out of the house. That's me like I need to
Right.
escape from these children. So I,
Listen, I feel you.
that's the only thing. But I shave my own eyebrows. He always say, "You want eyebrow?" No, 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 no. I'll do that myself. And it's not the matter of affording or things like that. It's really delegating our money into different things. But again, ladies, like show that imperfectness of you, because sometimes people think that is not possible. The
Right.
stuff that's coming out of your mouth, oh girl, I don't think that's possible for me. When
Yeah.
you get down to earth and really look at that camera, right, or make that post, and you being your most transparent self,
Right.
it will grow. Guess, Twonta can attest to this. We built this foundation of this show in a place of lack in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through issues in my marriage. We were going through so many different things, and this show was like a rescue for me. But there was a moment where, I decided to stop doing the show.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to all these outside indies, and I had to, that was my failure. And like what you were saying, Twonta, I had to have that self-evaluation, say, Leticia, you shouldn't have done that. I reached out to
Mm-hmm.
Twonta. Twonta said, girl, don't inbox me. I forgot to block you. Let me go ahead and, I forgot, girl. Right? But no, we kicked the show back off. She, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I could have stayed stuck in that moment of like, oh, that was
That's
one
true.
thing I quit at and stopped doing. Let me
That's true.
just, let it be part of my past. But I was
Right.
like, you know what? I want to give this another try because I need this show. I know you guys who watch this need this show, right?
Yeah.
Failing is not an opportunity
And
of
put
like,
that in
oh, it's
the comments,
done.
baby. Share with us. I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
baby. Share with
Go
us.
ahead.
How valuable is this show to
Yes.
you?
Let us know.
Because
Yes,
every
please,
week
guys.
we're all going through something different. So
Yes.
post it below. How valuable is this show? How excited are you when you see us on live? And
Right. Let us know.
the content. Does the content really hit home for you?
Right, right.
You
Let us
know?
know in the comments what are some of your takeaways from watching the show. Are you looking forward to it?
Mm-hmm.
For us coming on every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So y'all, those of you who are new to the show, every Wednesday we come on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a group, also bit.ly/sister to sister connection. Also, Therese been posting in the chat. Please, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, we're trying to get to 100 follows, y'all. We only need
Yes.
3 more people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It don't cost you a penny, honey. So if
No,
you're
no.
watching live on Facebook, go onto YouTube right now. Type in Sister to Sister Connection. You're gonna see the live show, whatever. And just hit that subscribe button for us so we can reach that threshold tonight. We're only 3 people. Oh, we're only 2 people away now. 2, yeah. 2 people away from 100 follows on. So get your, if you already are subscribed to the channel, text somebody right now the link to the show right now, the YouTube from the YouTube platform, and say, "Can do me a favor, like this, subscribe to this channel. Just do it.
Absolutely. Yes, just do it. Let's go to
Just
number
do it."
3, ladies. Let's go to number 3. The next things, ladies, that you need to do to give yourself permission. Number 3 is da, 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 da.
Y'all know it's the Mega Million tonight.
Isn't over $1 billion?
It's $1 billion. That's crazy.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something. I would show up like business as usual. Nobody's gonna know. I
Nobody
don't want
gonna
to
know
be on.
shit.
Yes, I don't be on. I'm gonna call you now. You know what I'm saying? I'll hook you up now.
That
But
girl come
and
to the
Trees for sure. I'm gonna call Trees
private
first, and
jet.
then you right after. So I gotta get my girl Trees first. But You best believe I'm be like, hush, hush. What would y'all do with
Okay.
$1 billion?
Ooh, I
Yes.
would
What
be
y'all?
so excited because I'll be happy to return the blessings, to other people.
Yes.
And stuff. That's what I would do. Seriously, I would do that. Not just to say this to say it, but I know because there's a lot of people
Yes.
out,
I know you will.
that's
I
going
know you
through
would.
a lot. Paula said it lets me see transparency of others that are beautiful and that look like me. I like
We all got stretch marks. We all got, things that we're not like so thrilled about ourselves. But
yeah,
we gotta show. I have a crooked tooth, right? I gotta be like, I ain't gonna show it until I get my teeth in.
yeah, girl.
No. After I watch, you got crooked
Girl, I gotta go through a whole dental
teeth.
visit.
Yes, honey. You gotta get a drill like for me, like
Yes, yes.
like that
We
Sinead episode.
gonna get popped. No, I'm just kidding. Because me and dentists, we don't have a special. We don't have a relationship.
No, same here, same here. It's
That's
weird
another
going
topic.
in and you see the chair and the tools and stuff like that. You're like,
Mm-mm. Sidebar.
yes,
This is commercial, real quick. Sidebar. Before Stephanie went home, right? My husband had told her to go ahead, go to the dentist because he has, the insurance or whatever. So she went,
uh,
because she knew she was gonna get it clean. But it's been
right,
so long since my girl's been to a dentist because with the jobs and stuff that he had, you got to have the insurance and all that stuff. And unfortunately,
right, right.
so thankfully we have the insurance to do so. So I was just telling her, recapping with her. I said, okay, they're gonna, look at your teeth, of course, because when she
Right.
was younger, they always told her you have to get what you call it, braces,
Braces,
because
yeah.
front overlaps or whatever it
Oh,
is.
overbite, yeah.
Yeah. And so, she's like, they're probably going to tell me again. But, God has been working on her mouth and her jaw structure for a good while. She
Oh,
doesn't really look as bad as it used to.
uh-huh.
So she went to the dentist and the lady had told us, like, well, you have gingivitis. And she's like, okay. So she said, what I'm going
Uh-huh.
to do, I'm going to have to clean under the gums of your teeth. So she asked the hygienist, asked, do you want the incision? You're not the injection to numb it, or do you want the one that they put on your gum? They wipe it on your
No,
gum.
put me to sleep. Yeah.
No, but she didn't know. She didn't know. She didn't know how that's gonna work. So she said, well, because she's not a fan of needles, so she said, no, I don't want the injection. Just go ahead and put the ointment, whatever it is. So they
Ointment, yeah.
on it. So she thought it was numb up to the point they started to go in.
Uh-huh.
And she said she
She's like,
felt
oh no.
she was about to die because they had
Oh my God.
all the way up there to remove all
And
the
it's like a drill that vibrates, and that intensifies the pain. Oh no,
girl.
they're gonna have to put me to sleep for
Yeah,
that.
she was like they had,
Mm.
and they kept picking and kept picking it, and they had to do the whole entire mouth.
Lord,
She was like, "Oh my
wow,
God!" She's like, "God, just take me now, just take me now."
wow. So she sat there through the whole procedure,
Through the whole
and
procedure, through the whole
wow,
procedure, and I'm so proud of her though because she didn't cry, but she was annoyed, of course, as she should be. But
uh,
she's like the lady that did it say, well, we have to do this because once we clean this out, you won't have to deal with it ever again as long as you do your
oh yeah,
um,
yeah,
so she had told her about to get the not the regular toothbrush, but to get the one that that sprays, that kind of toothbrush. I
uh huh,
forgot what.
uh huh,
And she got floss and all those things, and she's not a fan of
right.
floss, but she said she knows she has to do it, that kind of stuff.
Got to do it.
So
Mm-hmm.
basically, the dentist told her, yeah, she definitely needs to get the braces, but now thank God for Visaline or Visalign, whatever that thing is
Uh
called,
huh.
that she may definitely invest in getting for herself versus just
Okay.
getting braces. That's
Right.
something that she
Right.
probably will do. But in the meantime, when she goes back in 6 months, they're going to check it again to make sure that she's not having the same problem with the gingivitis issue or whatever, because she been
Right. Right.
bleeding and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, the dentist, y'all,
Water pick. It's a
water pick.
water
Thank
pick
you.
toothbrush.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
It's the water pick.
Okay.
And now a lot of dentists are suggesting that more than the regular toothbrushes nowadays, because the
Uh-huh.
water pick, with the pressure of the water, it gets right in between and even in
Yeah, those
area.
nerves are sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I know my situation is just as bad because I've been to the dentist before. So I know the whole history of my mouth. I will tell them before they tell me. So they don't
Right.
have,
Put me to sleep.
yeah,
Yes.
that's just the
Knock
bottom
me
line.
out.
Not me.
Yep.
No. I wake
Please. I don't like to hear that drilling and the chiseling and just like Paula said, it's like teeth
What
is
did Paula say?
sensitive.
Post that back up. I didn't see what she
Yeah,
said.
pull that up, Trees. The last message she put. And then pull up her message about the lotto. She said,
Yeah,
bless your heart, those nerves in our teeth are so sensitive. And the worse your teeth are, especially with the gingivitis and the cavities, it actually, is you're even more sensitive. Even if you have
yeah,
like something too cold or too hot, it's like,
yeah,
ooh, you feel painful.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
And what's let's go back, Therese. I see another message. Oh, there you go. Paula said, if I won $1 million, help get some of the homeless
It's
women
in
and children
the
off the streets. That's
streets.
right. And I was recently
Really?
homeless for 3 months. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Paula. Yes, I know your story in
Wow.
detail. At
Yeah,
the end of last year, I'm grateful. Oh, Paula,
yeah.
you have came a long way, honey. That's a blessing.
That's a blessing.
You
Go on,
have
girl.
came a long way.
Wow. So that
Absolutely.
was my commercial moment. I just wanted to talk on that real quick. So let's get back to this program. So yes, the third thing, y'all, is give yourself permission to start over. Oh, like Keitha said, I had my teeth removed going for all in one. Oh, girl,
Yes, she did.
18 grand?
But let me tell you something, girl. When you get it done, honey, watch out now.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
dentistry is expensive.
And the
It's
thing about it
expensive.
is that insurance don't cover like eight.
Nope, they do these percentages. They'll give like I know with my insurance, they only cover certain things like cleaning is 100% coverage. But when
Right.
I got my tooth pulled, they only covered like maybe 30% of the bill on that. And
But
so, but I had to pay the other $900 to get my tooth pulled. So yeah, and
what?
we have pretty decent insurance. We have pretty decent insurance, but yeah, I understand that. But it's something we got to get done, ladies. I mean, it really is. Like I get it. I
It
got
is.
5 kids, and all of them need a little bit of work done. Except for my oldest son. He has really good teeth. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the
Mhm.
thing, it's the lack of education about our teeth. Because I know what Stephanie, when she went to that dentist, the dentist had educated her about some things, and she did
Right.
not know about that she should have known
Right.
when we were taking the girls
To dentist. Look at what Wakita said. She said my life was in danger. The infection
on
was
the
almost in
infection.
my brain. Yeah, and also when I was breastfeeding, my dentist said you gotta get the cavities and stuff removed because the infection can get in the breast milk. So yeah, get
Woo!
your mouths together, y'all. If you have migraines, sometimes that equates. You may have a really bad cavity that maybe you're not. It hasn't hit the nerve yet, but it's going through your veins, the toxins and stuff, which is causing
Right.
headaches and sinus infections and
And
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
that needs to be brought to the schools, not
Right.
just in grade school, but even high school. You know what I'm
All
saying?
that.
Kids could get an understanding about going to the dentist. As I was telling Stephanie the same thing. I said, baby, when you were in elementary school, did y'all have a dentist come by the school
No,
one?
we got a little baggie
Yeah,
sometimes where you get the
that's what they got.
toothbrush but that's all we got. It wasn't nothing like education. It was more like, hey,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
And they really do need to emphasize that more now than ever because honest to God, these people, the kids don't get it. Paula says they always say it's cosmetics, so they won't cover things.
that is
Really?
true. Yeah,
Did
if you
I
have
know
this cosmetic, they may cover some of the bill, but I don't know who. If you guys have 100% coverage on cosmetic stuff, please let me know what your insurance company is because I have
that?
Blue Cross. So yeah, she's right about that.
Oh,
Cosmetics, yeah, yeah, it doesn't cover everything. It's sad. It's
that
sad.
is crazy because that's surgery included. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I just, ah,
Yes, yes, I was glad you were able to get. Yeah, yeah, her daughter. Yeah, glad her daughter was able to get that done. 'Cause she's young. Just imagine in 10 years how it's going to be. What
right.
situation she would have been in with the gingivitis.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, ladies, give yourself permission to start over. It is okay to start from the beginning. It's okay to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to start a clean slate. I'm going to give myself this permission to start brand new. We are in a new year. So, in a sense, we are starting over. We are starting over a new year. We are starting over a new beginning. So why not take that initiative and say, you know what? I'm giving myself permission to start over in my life. I'm giving myself permission to start journaling my thoughts. I'm giving myself permission to start verbalizing my concerns, verbalizing my hurts, or verbalizing my good days, whatever it is. Give yourself permission to hear yourself, right? Give yourself permission to hear your heart beating. Give yourself permission to just, to start over in terms of just looking at the beauty of life, because life has been so scary for a lot of y'all. Y'all didn't know if y'all was going to see another day. Y'all didn't know if y'all was going to make it. You know what I mean? But here we are. We're in a new year, and a new season, and things happen in your life to get you to this point. So why not take full advantage of this point and just give yourself that permission? I'm giving myself permission. Nobody is in control of my life but me.
Nope. That's
That's
right.
the thing you got to understand. It's not your past anymore. Your past is not in control of you no more. That
Mm-mm.
includes people in the past,
That's
right?
right. Leave them right there. Yeah.
You got to take that stuff off of you, honey, and just say, I'm starting over. I'm the one that's going to initiate what I want in my life, so I can,
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the beauty of my life.
Amen. Yeah. Give yourself permission to try new things.
Yeah.
Now is the best time to do it. Every month, try something new. Add something new.
Yeah.
Right? That's gonna help you. That's gonna encourage you. That's gonna be something new. God gives us all newness every day, but where most of us are not taking advantage of that. Start taking advantage of that, please.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. Start doing that, ladies. It's so important. Do it every day. Today is a new
Mm.
day, and you're going to start over, and you're going to say, you know what? I'm so glad that this is a new day because I get to start all over again. Yesterday was not,
All over. You can
you
start
know,
from scratch.
right. Yesterday was not a good day, but today is a great day, and I'm going to go ahead and make this day even better. That's it.
Mhm.
Giving yourself
Mhm.
permission to start living and enjoying the new day. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Yeah. So let's go to number 4, ladies. And ladies, continue to share with us what are the things that you have started to give yourself permission to do, right?
Mhm.
The fourth thing, ladies, that you need to give yourself permission to do is to embrace your yesteryears.
Mm.
To embrace your yesteryears. Go ahead and look at the
Mm.
where, yeah, you made some bad choices, you made some good choices. You trusted, you entrusted your heart in this relationship, and yeah, you messed up on it, but you know what?
Mhm.
You are here today. You learned so much from that relationship. You learned so much about yourself in that relationship.
Amen.
It. Don't just throw it away and say, "Oh God, I would never ever think about that. I would never want to go back to that again. I would never, never." And I know some incidents may be very scary, and very painful, or what have you. But even in the
Mhm.
pain, there is something that you definitely can remind yourself. In spite of what I've been through, yet I endured. In
Mhm.
spite of
Mhm.
what how I felt, yet I came out of it. You
Right.
know, came
Right.
through the fire, but I never got
Right.
burned.
That's right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's what
Mhm.
I mean about embracing your yesteryears. No matter how difficult it was, no matter how painful it was, no matter how disturbing it was, because I'm not there
Mhm.
playing that lightly, saying it lightly. But even through those difficult, challenging times, yet you can say, but God got me through it. I didn't think I was going to make it. I didn't think I was going to survive it, but I'm here 2023. And that thing took place in 2019 or
That's right.
2016. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So
Mhm.
give yourself permission on that. Say, I made it. I didn't think I could, but I made it. Right?
Amen. Amen. Yes. Yes. And only thing I gotta say to that is just you gotta let things go. Gotta
Mm-hmm.
let things go. And it goes back to what you was perfectly saying so well, Tawanta, earlier, is
Mm-hmm.
that when you are looking back and when you are, you can learn so much from your past, but you don't want to stay in the past.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Some of us
Yep.
are operating in our old behavior that failed us in the past and made us stop and quit. We have to, like you said, embrace it. Hold yourself accountable for, hey, that happened, and really identify your role in that situation, because we do all have a role in everything.
We do.
Okay,
We do.
but also learning how to let it go and just take the good nuggets from that experience or that situation. I could share tons, and those of you who are watching, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
Um, are you willing to embrace your yesteryear? Right? Are
Mm,
you willing to embrace the fact that, hey, I went through that, and it's something that I went through, but I'm going to take what I learned, dump
mm,
everything else, and keep moving forward. So I could share tons of stories. I have shared tons of situations that have happened to me where I've gotten into situations that was not of value to me.
right.
And I no longer say I regret that. I embrace that experience because I wouldn't be where I am today had I not gone through that. Because so
Mm-hmm.
God can raise us, God can elevate us even when we're in the pit.
Mm-hmm.
He can elevate us even when we are in years of famine. He can
Mm-hmm.
still rise us up,
Mm-hmm.
right? That can happen. But if we're still stuck on, oh, you know what she did? Oh, she did this or he did that or you're not going to see the light in that situation. You're not going to embrace those yesteryear's moments and really learn from what you need to learn from it. Because you're still
Right.
focused on the fact that you got hurt, you got wounded, we all go through those experiences.
Yeah.
We
And we
never go through
see it
anything.
now. Mm-hmm.
Right. We never go through anything without scars or bumps or things
Mm-hmm.
like that. We just
Mm-hmm.
go through it, you know?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you are 40 talking about what happened at 30, girl, there's a bigger issue here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's really not the person that hurt you. It's really just you not letting it go. Some of
Mm-hmm.
y'all mad at people that have put what they've gone through with you in on the back burner. They're not even thinking about that situation no more.
Right.
But you're just like,
Right.
oh, I'm waiting for her to go. Move on. Life
Move
is
on.
legit too short,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you're going to have those wasted years of just still harping over that situation that you are refusing to embrace from your yesteryear. So this is a great point.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Hmm.
yes, absolutely. So let's move to number five, guys. Number five.
Yes, we are trucking
Next
along.
the next thing, ladies, that you definitely need to give yourself permission to do is to be happy.
Happy. Girl, be happy. Smile.
Yes, Lord.
Smile.
Girl, yeah,
I
they
see
need to
so many
smile.
people go live and they like, I don't want to watch you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you may be saying some good information. Hey, Diane, she said, hello, ladies. This is a timely message. Yes. I mean, you just like, people can tell that you have a deep insecurity, right? Definitely lessons and blessings in my past. I
Mhm.
learned a lot. Yes, he was with Joseph in the pit, prison, and the palace. Yes, I was
Yep.
talking about a scripture in the Bible. I'm so sorry, guys. I meant to look it up. It was a story in the Bible that talked about that. How the man was in the cave. He was running from people. People were trying to kill him. And then God said, get out of the cave. I'm outside.
Mhm.
See, some of us want God to meet us in our cave, in our pit. And God's telling you, I'm outside, girl.
Mhm.
Like, come out the cave so we can, do what we have to do.
Mhm.
You're just like, I'm gonna wait on the miracle. I hear people say, I'm gonna wait on God to give me an answer. He's outside.
Mhm.
Stretch,
Mhm.
stretch outside your comfort zone so you can meet him. So yes, go ahead, Tawanta. Happiness.
Yeah. Yes, learn. Give yourself permission to be happy. Give yourself
Yes.
permission to laugh till tears come out your eyes, honey. Give yourself permission, because you know what? That's healing to the soul. When you are happy, and that's that pure happiness for real, for real.
Right.
Oh my goodness. You will want that again and again and again because
Right.
worries anymore. You decided I am not going to carry the weight of other people's drama in my life anymore. I'm not
Right.
not gonna live in my yesteryears anymore. I want to learn how to be happy. I'm not waiting for my husband or my kids or my man to make me happy. No, I gotta be determined to make myself happy. You find what makes you happy. What gives you peace in your soul? What really,
Right.
put that joy in your heart. And you
And
go,
smile. Yes.
yes, learn to smile. That song by Kirk Franklin. Even when I'm going through, I still smile.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know how that smile can really bless somebody else that might be going through a hard time right now. You know
And
what I'm
bless
saying?
yourself too.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Just learn how to smile and just relax in where you are at the moment, and just
Right.
enjoy your life, enjoying the beauty of it, the blessings of your life. Just give yourself permission to do that, because it's a
Yes.
heal you from the inside out. It really, really does.
Yes. One of my business partners say this all the time. She's like, either you're whining or winning.
Yeah,
Choose.
true that.
You're doing either one of those 2 days things every day. Either you're whining about something, complaining about something, murmuring over something, or you're winning.
Oh, you
You
winning.
can't do both. You can't whine and win at the same time.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what situation comes up in your life or business. Either are you whining about it, or you going to win about it.
Yeah.
Winning can be you
Yeah.
saying, "Listen, I'm those two people toxic. They're not in my life."
Mm-hmm.
Winning could be, "Hey, that person said no to my offer. There's 2,000 more people on my list. Let me gap it down and get it going."
Mm-hmm.
But if you're whining, then nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to grow. You're not planting any seed.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Your harvest is
Mm-hmm.
going to go dry, and that's it. So either you're whining or winning. I can't whine, honey. I can't whine to my kids. Oh my God, I said people just told me no today. They're like, are we going to McDonald's or not? Are we going bowling? You told us on Monday that we're going bowling on Sunday. Which is it? They don't understand whining for me. They don't can't relate to that. They're young. They
Yeah.
haven't even had a job yet. They haven't even done their taxes yet. They don't even have a credit card yet. They don't understand. They just see, oh, all you gotta do, Mom, you go on the computer and we see money come in. That's all they see.
Yeah.
Whining or winning. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I love to see people genuinely happy. Like my girl Tabitha Brown. When y'all see her on her social media, she's like, hello there. And she's always
Mm-hmm.
smiling. She's always,
Imagine she showed up and she like, hi, what? Hi. You would watch her.
yes,
You
yes.
don't care what she's selling. The other day I saw her video. She was I don't know if she was selling those reusable bags. Does she sell those? You saw that video?
Which one is it?
She was in Target and she was opening up these reusable bags that snap, because you know how sometimes when you go to the supermarket and you get reusable bags, you gotta fold it and make sure it's mushed down so you can store it away, so it's not like a bunch of bags all over the house. But anyway, she had these really cute reusable bags that literally you could snap close and it fits real nice in your bag. But the
Right.
excitement she had around that, and I'm pretty sure you guys can go on Amazon and buy the same one, but I will buy it from her because just the way she was so like, oh, look at this, look, you got pockets in there, and like she was so excited. Not only did I want to buy the bag, she was in Target. I'm like, I haven't been to Target in a few weeks. I need to go in there and get some stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was her
Right.
excitement that made me want.
Yes.
See, that's the thing, y'all. You're not exuding happiness. And I know
Right.
sometimes you may not feel happy, but if you show happiness, you're going to internally feel it at the same time, especially when you're serving and helping people. Yeah.
Exactly. And I get what you're coming from, because every time she has, when she launched a new thing, she is so super duper excited. And you just can't help but just pull in with her excitement.
Yes, she
But,
wheels you in. I'm not a vegan, but when she cooks and stuff, I'm like, oh, but she's so excited about it.
yes,
You know,
yes, she
about
is.
what she produces.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it. I love it. But that genuine smile, y'all, and it don't even have to be like a social media celebrity like her, but it could be
Yeah.
maybe somebody in your family, your mom, your grandmom, that's always.
Right. Somebody. And please, ladies, understand the power of your personal influence. You have
Yes,
influence. Okay,
exactly.
you are influential to everyone on your timeline, everyone who's following you. They could have unfollowed you years ago, but they're still following you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
again, You got to really maximize your personal influence because you have that. I see so many of y'all holding your influence under the pillow, under the rug, under the bed, and you're not exuding that, and you're not helping anybody with what you can influence. Get out there because you have influence. This show that we do is influential to millions of women all over the world. You have
Absolutely.
influence. Maximize on that.
Absolutely, y'all. Now, when was the last time y'all really had a genuine happiness going on in your life? I'm serious. I want y'all to put that
Wait
down.
a minute. Post up LaShawn's comment. What is this?
Who? LaShawn?
What LaShawn? She said what one Facebook friend played the Powerball and had all the numbers, but she got her ticket 1 hour later after the what? That's not right. She got the ticket after the cutoff because there's
I
always a
didn't know
cutoff
it was
time.
a cutoff.
I don't know what's the cutoff, guys. Is it 10 p.m.? I think it's 10 p.m. or 11. If you get, or
Like
maybe it's
24
earlier.
hours? They don't give you 24 hours to come up? That
Yeah,
doesn't make
but you have a time period to purchase your ticket for the lotto. If you purchase a ticket after that, she could probably get on the next round though, LaShawn, right? Can she? Because there's always a Powerball running every week. Oh my God! Oh
no, that's a debate right there.
yeah, y'all help us out. If you do get all the no, she won't be qualified for the next round because if all the
Yeah.
numbers came through, it will only apply for this round. So I guess nobody won. They're just gonna have another drawing in a couple of days.
The scaling hurts so bad.
What I mean? What's scaling?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, clarify that, LaShawn.
But I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know that. I mean, I understand, like, okay, if the person, because I see it on the news all the time that they
mm-hmm.
know the person, they know someone won based on that location where the ticket came
Right.
from, and they give
Mm-hmm.
people like, I don't know, they give them people like a 24-hour time frame or notice to to respond. I know
So
that they give you
yeah,
like at least a day to respond. So I'm like,
but it looks like this person got her ticket after the drawing or something like that. Yeah, they wasn't supposed to sell that ticket. Yeah, if that's the case, if there was a cutoff, and let's say you go to the deli or something like that, they wasn't supposed to sell her that ticket. Then, if it was, they wasn't supposed to sell the ticket to her. Yeah, she should definitely sue. Yeah, because that's not right.
wow.
Yeah, if there's a cutoff to purchase tickets, and you got one location that's still selling it for the current drawing, and you got the numbers, they should just give us something. Give the woman something. Give her a million or something. It gonna hurt nobody.
Listen, it hurts them just to give
We
them that
gotta research
$1 million.
this.
Shoot,
Yeah,
child,
y'all
please.
come on the
They gotta
afterglow
pay that
after the.
back. They
Yeah,
gotta pay
join
that.
us on the. They have to join us on the afterglow, ladies. We want to do our investigations on this because now I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm
Trees, put
curious
the link to
too.
the afterglow because once we're done with the show, we're gonna hop on over to afterglow. We're almost done.
Yeah, the
Paula
last
says scaling.
yeah, the scaling is deep teeth cleaning.
Oh, y'all hopping around now with the. I mean, now we
Oh,
talking about teeth, then we talking about the Powerball.
really? Huh?
I was because LaShawn said the scaling hurt so bad, but before that she was talking about the power. Y'all
Gotcha.
hopping around now.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
I
Okay.
can't.
So our last good night, ladies, before we move on to what's news, is enjoy your breakups. Give yourself
Mm-hmm.
permission to enjoy your breakups. Who was the
Yes.
boy in your lifetime? I won't say boy, but well, whatever relationship you had.
Better
It could
not, they
be
better not be dating no boy. So little boy. We don't condone that. Go ahead, love. Go ahead. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm
I know what you're saying, girl.
enjoy the breakups, ladies. I get it. You had invested in that relationship, whether it was intimate,
Mm-hmm.
whether it was professional, work related, or whatever. You have given your time, your everything, and yes, you were burned. Yes, you were
Mm-hmm.
rejected, or whatever the case may be. But at the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, as time passes on, you start to find out the truth of the matter of that relationship, of that job, or that whatever, and you like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm not with that company. I'm so glad I'm not with that dude anymore
Mm-hmm.
because if I would have stayed, if I did it, I would be in a very hot situation, and I wouldn't even know how to get myself out of it. So enjoy the breakup,
Mhm.
because here's the thing:
Amen.
you mature from those breakups. You
Mhm.
learn
Yes, you
your
do.
lesson from those kind of relationships. You
Amen.
know not to take yourself, you know not to be in a gullible state. You know not to be so easygoing. And not saying that you are like that, but you genuinely give yourself away, you know what I'm saying, to people because you entrusted them. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by that. I'm not saying that you're weak and that kind of thing. No. But there are people who are genuinely kind, nice, good-hearted people, and people take advantage of that, and you think that that generosity is pure hearted like yours, but after a while you find out that that person never really cared for you at all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Paula. And so that's what I mean about enjoying your breakups. You learn from those mistakes. You learn from that person, not just you also, but from that person, because that person also left some things for you to look at the next time you get in the relationships, whether it's an intimate or whether it's a professional relationship. So you learning from both perspectives. You're learning from yourself and you're learning from that other person. But enjoy it, because it has elevated you to, you're more mature now, you're more wise, you're more knowledgeable, and you are embracing that right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, that's right. Everything in life is a complete circle, right? So even in business, you also have to enjoy those business breakups where maybe you had was collaborating with individuals or individual for a period of time, and now God is really calling you out to scale on your own,
Mhm.
right? He's pushing you forward more, and honestly, you have to be at peace with that. You have to still, even the people that I've in the past didn't work out with. Now I just wish them all the best. I wish them all the best in life. I wish them all the best in business. I'm not going to be dealing with them anymore, and I would never refer anybody to certain people. But at the end of the day, we always want to wish good for people, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to be successful. We're all trying. We all make mistakes and did things that was out of character, right?
Yeah.
So you just have to enjoy the process, because that's going to help you to get through it. This is why we're talking about this tonight, because you can't survive through any type of breakup if you're harboring, if you're in a negative space all the time. You can't even get up in the morning from that. You
Right,
can't
right, right.
do It's not good for you. So when you say, you know what, God, I'm just going to enjoy this process that you're not going to put nothing more on me than I can bear,
Mm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
Sorry, but I'm also, you're also telling yourself you're not going to swallow in this.
Exactly, exactly,
Sorry
ladies.
about that.
And what I
I had
mean,
to sneeze.
that's okay, that's okay. And also, ladies, what I mean by enjoying your breakups, also enjoy, your relatives, people in your family, because sometimes you have to break up that relationship, unfortunately, because it's too toxic. You have to separate. In other words, you got to separate yourself, so you enjoy that because now it's stress free. You ain't got to deal with that mess no more. You don't want to be a part of that life no
You
more.
don't have to try and fake a smile like, yes. You're
Yeah,
welcome, Paula. So my daughter smiled when she's like, okay, Mom.
yeah. Like you hurting.
I'm hurt, but I'm a smile because she told me to, right? Go ahead, love.
Oh my God. That is so true. You don't have to fake a smile. You don't have to, when you hug people, they do like that pat, pat, pat kind of, you don't have to do it because that's just too tiring, man. You're just pretending that you really, really, and really love that person, and you love them, of course, but you just don't love their behavior. You don't love their that. You just don't have time for it. So enjoy the breakups, enjoy the separations, enjoy that, because you learn now. You realize that some people are just not up to that level of where you are. You realize your family are going to do what they want to do because they can do it, because they just have that. They just want to do what they want to do. And so you just like, you know what? You doing on that end. I'm going to enjoy my life. right? I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm giving myself permission to separate from you so I can enjoy the rest of my life and the rest of my family and the rest of whatever God has for my life. That's all I'm saying, right? Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say on that.
That's all I have to say too. Let's get into what's news. Yes.
News.
What do you
Yeah.
have for us, Trees?
Yes, what's news is our segment where ladies that we share with you some articles that you don't normally see on the news or hear in the news. So we come every week and post you a couple of what news articles so you can know what's going on in your neck of the woods or just around America, and you can go ahead and just take that information, that article, and send it share it on your news feed as well. So who is this beautiful queen right here? She is
Ooh.
pretty. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
What you say? What you say now?
Hold on. I messed up.
Yes.
She's gorgeous.
Therese, can you blow it up so we can see the headline? Because I'm on my phone. Well, maybe y'all can see. Y'all let us know in the comments if y'all can see the
27.
headline.
Yeah, her name is Tiffany James. She's 27 years old. She's from New York.
27?
Yeah, she is 27 years old. She is from New York City. She turned a $10,000 investment in the stock market
Oh,
into
she only 2 years older than me. Okay, anyway.
okay, girl. Yes. Okay. In the stock market into $2 million in just 2 years. So she invested $10,000 and turned into 2 million. Sorry. Now teaching others, right? She founded her Modern Black Girl, which helps educate women with her investing strategies to help them build wealth.
Wow. That's
Is
amazing.
amazing. Isn't that cool? So in 2019, James was struggling with her student loan debt, and while making ends meet, when she followed a co-worker's advice to invest in Tesla stock.
Tesla. Wow.
The shares at that time were only $60 to $70 each.
Wow. Wow.
To take the risk and started gradually investing $4,000, right? And at that
Wow.
she was 25 years old, invested a total of 10,000 in long-term LEAPS, S&P SPDR exchange traded funds and the stock market, including Tesla and semiconductor chip stocks. Since then, she
Wow.
has grown her portfolio to $2 million. Okay. So yeah, this is awesome. She is just absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous woman. Um, it goes on to say that she noticed that the investment and trading community is still dominated by white men.
Oh, yes,
James,
it is. That
yep,
part. She right about that.
yep. James, who is a daughter of Jamaican and Haitian immigrants. Oh, she might be your
Oh,
cousin, girl.
girl. Well, not mine. My husband, honey. I'm from
Your
here.
husband. I'm sorry, your husband. Now
Mm-hmm.
you never know. She could be a cousin now. Aim to
Oh, she
change
might.
launching Modern Black Girl in this online community. This is an online community. She gives practical investing advice that is encouraging and accessible. With more than 225,000 women, she is happy to share her knowledge with others. Wow, that's a lot. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. So yeah, guys,
Let
you
the
go
church
ahead and
say.
continue on reading this. This is absolutely a beautiful story. She still continues to teach and educate women about how to invest wisely, how to invest smart. And I think this
Right.
is that needs to be brought into our daughters' life as well. We need to teach our young daughters about learning how to invest in stocks and stuff like that, because it can be a blessing in the long haul. It really can be a blessing for for their children's children. You know what I'm saying? So this is a great tool, to share
Right.
with kids, and definitely pass this on to your news feed and let other people see this. She's only 27. She's so beautiful, and
And we have to stop thinking as Black women that we don't have access to greatness. We don't have access to even have a seat at the table. You
yeah,
understand? This woman has created her own table. Now, when you just said to Wanta that well, the industry that she's in is predominated by mostly white men, white old men.
Yeah, girl. Oh,
Okay, you're talking about generational wealth there, right?
right.
Old money. You know, I would say new money, old money. She old money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't allow that to discourage her. See, sometimes we think, oh, this part is just for them people. You know, I hear that a lot. Like, you know, this is only for white people, or this is only for this type of people. No, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Because of the internet, because of where we are at in the world today, we
Yeah.
have so much more access to things that
Right.
in the yesteryears was not readily available, wasn't even able to even seek education
Mm-hmm.
on certain things, especially what she's doing. And
Yeah.
the fact that she is so young, 27, most of them are clubbing, wanting to get a expensive purse,
They already have kids.
whatever, running up their credit cards, already have children, running up, chasing behind a man,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay, buying them long eyelashes, honey. I mean, all the things other than this.
Yeah.
So I was saying this the other day, open some doors, ladies,
Mm-hmm.
because don't look at this young lady and be like, oh, okay, that's just for her, it's for her.
Mm-hmm.
You have the opportunity. I don't care whatever type of business that you're running right now, operating. You have the opportunity to open some doors for other Black women who are coming after you. This girl right here is a door opener right
Mm-hmm.
now, because now she did it. Now it's possible for other people. So that 2 million is going to go to 4 million. That 4 million is going to go to six. The next person is going to make eight, and then a billion, so forth and so on. Like, be that door opener. Don't feel like, well, I don't have a seat at that table because of who I am and what I am and how I was raised and all the things. Or you're not educated. Seek education on this, and don't stop. Don't try to make things so hard and difficult to the point where you cannot have a seat at that table. So I'm proud of her. I really am.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, this is such a great lesson tool to share with your daughters or your niece, to let them know that anything is possible. And again, like she said, she had student loan debts. So
Oh
this
yeah.
blessing helped her to pay off her debt. I wouldn't be surprised if she's debt free now because of this decision that she made. And in the
Mhm.
meantime, the rest of what she have earned or whatever and use it to help other women to do what she did. So this is a full circle here. She's being a blessing. She's blessed to be a blessing. So for sure, this is a wonderful article. I love these kind of articles. It's such a blessing because it just lets you know that anything is possible. And she doesn't have to do a whole lot. She hasn't done a whole lot. She just decided just take that investment. That
Mhm.
investment is open to anyone, even though it's
Anybody.
even though it's dominated by these old white men, but anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, including you, right? So I think
It
that's
doesn't mean that they're smarter than us. They're part of their own little network where they give each other tips and advice and, hey, invest in this, do that. Y'all gotta stop listening to all this negative stuff on the news. This woman's invested in Tesla. How many y'all hear on the news? Oh, Tesla's doing bad, or they tried to do, what was it, solar panels, and that didn't work. And oh wait, we ain't gonna invest in that. They're making money
they are making.
regardless of what's going on or what different business ventures that they tried out and they failed at. You don't see that man quitting.
Nope.
He just did a whole live a couple of weeks ago on YouTube talking about his Tesla and investments and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on now.
Child.
Abundance is, we have, all of us have access to abundance and greatness. Yeah.
We do. We do. So this
Mhm.
is the end of our What's New segment, ladies. We have another quick segment. It's called Just So You Know. So anything that you want to share, Letitia, or anything like that for our Just So You Know?
Oh yes. So I have actually a 5-day list building challenge. So those of you who want to learn how to, it's a free challenge. Those of you who want to learn how to build a high converting email list in 5 days, right? Head on over to emailpreneurtribe.com/, free 5-day challenge.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, let me make sure that's the link. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
Because we switched around the links just recently. Let me go back again.
That's
Okay. It
okay.
is,
That's okay.
yes, I got it right.
Yeah.
Emailpreneurtribe.com/, 5-day, free 5-day list building challenge. I'll put it in the chat for y'all. We're actually
Woohoo!
starting tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow's gonna, start our kickoff call. So I have a couple of spots left.
for it. Yes, that's awesome, ladies. So just so you know, I have already started my launching of my jewelry, Simplicity by Twonta J. So as you can see, I am wearing one of my
Yes.
have my earrings and everything. And I have posted some earrings in our group page. So if you haven't checked it out, ladies, please go and check it out. They are available for purchase. And I also have my podcast, which is Resilience, is my beauty podcast. And so go ahead and check that out. Subscribe to it as well. And it's all pretty much the majority of all the platforms that support podcast shows. Okay, so it's Spotify, Apple, Castbox, you name it. I'm on there. Okay, I'm on there.
She there. We in
Yeah.
there.
So you go ahead and check that out, guys. Excuse me, ladies, and truly have fun. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. So as we are getting ready to launch off here, we getting ready to go over to our afterglow, and I know
Woo
Teresa
woo.
in the chat for you ladies to go ahead and click on that. So other than that, we will see you all next week, right? With some more content. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, ladies. Go ahead and so we can make this 100.
Yes, please.
Go ahead and share it to your sister friends as well, and support. We thank you for today.